Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the rule will teach well, and salutations to the Akim that's pushing his truth in all honesty and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. All right, this is Brother Ramla coming to you with a quick video, and I'm going to title it Pushing P, all right, Pushing Prophecy. All right, that's the main thing that we pushing that we prophesying or that we bringing out concerning the scriptures, which, us, striving to be men of the Lord, part of the hopeful elect. Are we striving to push, the whole truth? All right. The 100% of the scriptures. All right. And prophecy is a major part, especially, playing out in these last days. All right. So that's why I want to title it Pushing P, Pushing Prophecy. All right. Because I want to push the prophecy of this MOT to the B that got to come. All right, before we get up out of here. All right, it's got to come across the whole earth. All right, they've been, wanting to push it. All right, but the technology, they've been had the technology, but to the masses, they wanted to roll it out, gradually using gradualism. So they had to let, technology catch up to what we have today. Got the biometric systems, all these things, the near frequency identification, communication. Or the NFC, near frequency communication, all these different things, which these devils have been had this technology, but they didn't release it to the masses. As they say, the elites hidden technology, all right, is like 30 years ahead of what we already have. All right. And they just released this Apple Vision thing, whatever you want to call it. And they been had that technology, but they slowly rolling it out because they want to get people more immersed with technology so they can bring transhumanism by the way of the MOT to the B. All right, which they will further go even extend the bounds of that. What you got the brain C-hip, all right, that Elon Musk have. So they want to even extend the bounds of even that, the capabilities of that. But once they start implementing, people start taking it, that's when the end gonna come. All right, the Lord said he shortened the days for the elect's sake, because if not, it will be no flesh will be saved, because they want to go full out with this transhumanism, but this devil ain't gonna get the chance to go all out. So that's why as soon as he introduce it to the masses, all right, that's when the end gonna come. All right, the ICBM's gonna be launched. All right, so this is chapter 13, Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 16. Well, I started verse 15. All right, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't take it, they're going to take you out. All right, these elites going to see no use to you if you don't take the Quran. But in our eyes, in what the scriptures tell us, if we take it, man, we're gonna be burnt up, or we're gonna get flamed up. All right, just like with the Human Torch of the Fantastic Four, he say, flame on. Hey, you're gonna become nothing but flames. You're gonna be bursting the flames by the ICBMs and be made stubble. All right, so that's what we fear. We don't want to be here to feel that hellfire, man. All right, from them ICBMs, that's gonna be an excruciating pain. All right, so they're going to give power and give life to the image. And, they got these different things. The scripts say, which in verse 14, I'm going to read it here. Matter of fact, let me start at verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, so it's going to, what we have today, the political parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. All right, they have two horns, they two different sides, but they have the same coin. All right, and they spake as a dragon, which, they deceitful, and they come with draconian laws. All right, they try to act like, they trying to help the people. But really, man, they going to furthermore put more hell on the people. All right, for example, when George Bush Jr. was in office, all right, around that time when 9/11 happened, they was passing bills and things to enact Can't remember what it's called, but I think it's Homeland Security or something like that. But they made it more. That's when you had TSA come into play and all this, and it strictened up the the process of flying in and flying out, them checking everything. Which a lot of things that they do is for to keep tabs and basically restrict you citizens. All right, the citizens are the main ones that catch hell in this society. All right, where they trying to make it seem like, make it hard for you to get a gun in certain areas and certain things. All right, and that's part of our amendment to bear arms. All right, but we don't tell people to go get that or put any faith in that, because that's not going to deliver you in these days. All right, verse 12 said, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So that's how we know this is Babylon, or the beast that was around in the Roman Empire is coming back. All right, so they exercise the power. All right, the nations, the different European nations, you got NATO and the EU. All right, those are pretty much the same. They make up the same beast that's coming back today. All right, verse 13, it said, and he doeth great wonders, so that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. All right, they don't technically mean they're gonna make fire come down, but they showing great wonders. By the way of, they do got Project Bluebeam. They can put images up in the atmosphere and things. So that's a wonder they can show. They can show amazing wonders like that, as of like casting, fire, from heaven, and they do have got rockets. They got missiles, with the missiles, the ICBMs. All right. They got basically referring to their technology. All right. They can send satellites up. All right. To the atmosphere, the what would that be, the second heaven? All right, you got the second heaven. All right. So verse 14, it said, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, what he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So he had the power, to perform miracles. Where they say, you take the implant in your head, it can heal you of certain things. Say it can heal you, cure your blindness and all these different things. They're going to try to entice it to get the masses to take it. They're going to deceive the people. Or they're going to make some, it's not that bad. See, it's actually here to help you. Or it's going to help you focus, help you to, to go about your day easier. That's how the tactic that they're going to use to push this thing. All right. Says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So, they making an image, something for you to submit, a way for you to submit to them. All right. So that's what these devils want. They want full control. All right. Over the people. And they call us goyim, cattle. So they want full control over us. All right. Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And these are the camps that go off. We know the names of those camps. All right. They try to say, receiving the mark in your hand, that's the wickedness you do in your hand, and in your forehead, that the wickedness in your mind. It don't make no damn sense, man. Because it said, cause all the small, great, rich, and poor, no matter who you is, free or blind, whether you locked up. We already know what they going, what kind of tactic they're gonna hit these prisoners with and these inmates. All right, these men and women that's in jail and in prison. They be like, we'll shorten your sentence. You take this charagma. All right, we'll take time out your sentence. All we're gonna just let you free. All you do is take this. All right, so we can keep track on you, make it seem like it's on some probation type stuff. All right. In verse 17, it said that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell unless you have that incision, man. So we know this is future prophecy, man. All right, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. You see, they got the biometric system. All right, the self-checkout where they got the camera on you. They reading, reading your identity and all this already. All right, with that technology with the camera. All right, they know everything about you just by scanning you. All right. So this technology is very, quote unquote smart. So to say that they try to demonize all these phones and cameras, all they do is just, keep surveillance over you 24/7. That's what these devils want. They want constant surveillance on you. They want to know everything. They want to know what you're eating, what you and your woman doing. These devils, man, they like that, man. They don't want you to have no privacy, man. All right. So ain't better buy or sell unless you have this. All right. It's going to be a new monetary system. They want it to be a new way of life. But, it's only going to be implemented for a short time before the end of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. So that's what's coming. But for right now, we're pushing P. We're pushing prophecy, man. That's the main thing. And that's what's important in this. A lot of major prophecies is going to come to pass. But this is the main one we waiting for. Because, we got the third world heating up. All right. We in the midst of it. We already in it. But it's going to continue to grow. All right. More and more until them ICBMs hit. But before the ICBMs could launch off and hit over here, the MOTB have to be pushed and made mandatory. All right. So we know that's the last thing, the last prophecy that we know they got to come for sure before our Lord come. Yeah. Ultimately, the prophecy of our Lord Yahawashi, cracking them clouds. So it's going to all happen in that moment. All right. When Yahawashi come or the MOTB going to get introduced. All right. It's going to be great. Great insurrection or all kinds of things going on here in this country. All right. But in the midst of while the Karatma going and all this chaos going on, Yahawashi going to come in the clouds on a chariot on the fathership. All right. You're going to see chariots covering the skies. All right. Then you're going to see the missiles come. All right. And that's going to be the end, man. The end all be all, the end of E at that moment. All right. That's what we're waiting for. Because Scripture say that E is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of the world of the world that followeth. All right, so we about to rule next. We know this ain't the end all be all. And we got next in the seat of rulership under our Lord Yahawashi. All right. So with that being said, I hope this is edifying. All right. Shalom.